Welcome to Sports Zone 247, your ultimate source for all things football. Stay up to date with the latest football news. Match highlights, transfer rumors, player updates, and in-depth analysis from top leagues around the world. Our first news is Virgil van Dijk sends message to Alexander Isak after explosive Liverpool transfer statement. Virgil van Dijk has hailed Alexander Isak as one of the toughest forwards to face in the Premier League as the Newcastle forward continues to push for a move to Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk insists Alexander Isak is one of the toughest opponents to come up against as Liverpool continue to eye the Newcastle frontman, who has given an explosive statement on his situation. The Swede is looking to force his exit from St. James Park and has made it clear he won't play for the club again. That would be a major blow for the Magpies, with Isak crucial to their recent success. He scored against Van Dijk and Liverpool as Newcastle claimed Carabao Cup success last year, their first domestic trophy in 70 years. Isak also notched in a Premier League draw with the Reds, meaning he has found the net 4 times against the Merseysiders in 6 outings. And that quality has not gone unnoticed by Van Dijk, who was quizzed on the most difficult strikers he's had to combat in the Premier League. Whether he was giving Isak a deliberate compliment or not is unclear, but he put the Swede in the top bracket. He told Cecil Thomas on a TikTok live stream, Erling, Haaland, Isak, Ali, Watkins, Harry Kane. Speaking about the last couple of years in the Premier League, there are plenty. Everybody has a different challenge, so I respect everyone playing in the Premier League because it's the hardest league in the world. Isak was not present at the PFA Awards in Manchester, but was named in the Premier League Team of the Year, as voted for by his fellow peers after a stellar season for Newcastle. Only Mohamed Salah outscored him, but the Swede took Tuesday night as the opportunity to break his silence. The striker said, "I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors." Newcastle have already rejected a bid from Liverpool in the region of £110 million and are demanding a far higher fee. That said, they've maintained their star man won't be sold. Isak is thought to be angered after a promise to look at his contract was U-turned on, and now he's demanding that he's allowed to leave. He claimed, "When promises are broken and trust is lost, the relationship can't continue. That's where things are for me right now, and why change is in the best interests of everyone, not just myself." Our second news is Alexander Isak, how Newcastle dressing room responded to explosive statement. Alexander Isak ramped up his attempts to leave Newcastle for Liverpool with a strongly worded statement, and it appears that some of his teammates are not happy. The Newcastle dressing room is split following Alexander Isak's explosive transfer statement. The Swedish striker has been keen to leave the club all summer and is desperate to force through a move to Premier League champions Liverpool. Newcastle have remained firm over his future, insisting that they will only sell should their demands be met. Isak has now ramped up his attempts to depart St. James Park over recent days, having slammed broken promises in a brutal statement. And that does not appear to have gone down well in the Newcastle dressing room. According to Mail Online, the team's spirit remains strong among the club's players, but there is a divide down the middle when it comes to their star striker. There are players that support Isak's stance, but perhaps more crucially, those who do not. Isak, 25, is still not training with his teammates after choosing not to join the club on their pre-season tour to Asia. Magpies midfielder Bruno Guimaraes issued his own cryptic response to Isak's statement. Just minutes after the striker had taken to Instagram, the Brazilian midfielder shared an image of him proudly wearing a Newcastle shirt. Guimaraes had previously been at the heart of his own transfer speculation but committed his future to the club by penning a new 5-year deal earlier this year. Meanwhile, forward Anthony Gordon has also had his say on the situation. Speaking after Newcastle's opening day draw with Aston Villa, he claimed that the dressing room was still together. He said, "It has been difficult because we're such a tight-knit group. We've never really had any problems publicly, and that being the first thing that has happened has tested us. But you see, today, we still have that spirit and that togetherness. We work on it every day. That is never going to go regardless of individuals. We're a top group, our togetherness is top and it always will be. It can bring the group closer together, but we're still together anyway. Things like things can sort of test you and make you better in the end, and I think that is going to be the case. Isak has 3 years remaining on his contract at St. James' Park, but he appeared to suggest that he would never play for the club again. I've kept quiet for a long time while others have spoken, his statement read. That silence has allowed people to push their own version of events, even though they know it doesn't reflect what was really said and agreed behind closed doors. The reality is that promises were made and the club has known my position for a long time. To now act as if these issues are only emerging is misleading. Our last news is Harvey Elliott releases emotional statement after Liverpool complete transfer. Harvey Elliott has delivered a heartfelt tribute to his close friend Tyler Morton following the 22-year-old's permanent departure from Liverpool. Morton joined Liverpool aged 7, having grown up supporting the Premier League club. The midfielder progressed through the Reds' youth system and made 14 first-team outings after making his competitive bow in 2021. He enjoyed positive loan spells with Hull and Blackburn. French club Lyon have now completed a £15 million deal for the England under-21 international, sealing his permanent departure from his boyhood club. Elliott, who struck up a strong friendship with Morton after his own arrival from Fulham aged 16 in 2019, has expressed how he feels so proud of his midfield colleague. Responding to Lyon's reveal video, Elliott penned on his Instagram story, "My brother at Tyler Morton 6. So proud my mate. Deserve it more than anyone." Elliott himself could be heading for the exit door this summer, with RB Leipzig reportedly keen to secure his services as a possible successor to Xavi Simons. Simons appears poised to complete a £60 million switch to Chelsea, prompting Leipzig to approach both Liverpool and Elliott regarding a potential transfer. Elliott remains a lifelong Liverpool supporter and is believed to be hesitant about departing, though he stands ready to move elsewhere for the benefit of his career development. The 22-year-old managed a mere 6 starts across all competitions last season. Earlier this summer, he confessed that he would consider leaving Anfield in search of regular football. "It's just a situation that me and the team have to have a conversation about because I'm coming into an age now where I'm 22, I'm going to be 23 next season," Elliott said while at the U21 European Championship. "I don't really want to be wasting years of my career because it's a short career. You don't know what's going to happen. I need to reflect. I need to see if I'm content in doing what I'm doing and how can I improve as a player, because that's the most important thing. I just want to improve and be the best possible version of myself. If that's to go somewhere else, then it's a decision that I'm going to have to make and I just need to see what happens. Nothing makes me want to leave. I love the club, I love the fans, the team. I support them as well. But most importantly, it's just about what's best for my career." Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool news, Spurs updates, Premier League transfer rumors, and breaking football stories in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's stay connected and keep up with the latest from the world of football together.